After months of anticipation, which includes driving around in camouflage cars, driving it down Pikes Peak, and finally unveiling it in San Francisco, we finally get time behind the wheel of Audi's first electric car, the e-Tron.
Starting at $74,800, the e-Tron is the latest entry to the luxury electric SUV market, a market once dominated by Tesla. But with this new Audi and the Jaguar I-Pace landing soon, and offerings coming from Mercedes and BMW, the segment is getting very crowded. Which is great because competition breeds better cars, and the e-Tron is a great vehicle. With 400 horsepower and 489.7 foot-pounds of torque, it can do 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Not enough to really battle those other two SUVs on the track, but more than enough for 99% of your daily driving. And you can also take it for some light off-roading.
Audi did give us an opportunity to take this off-road. Now, this is not a Jeep. We're not going over giant boulders or anything, but for your average dirt road, because it has Quattro all-wheel drive, it can handle it.
By going EV, Audi can really control the minutiae of each tire while the SUV is traversing dirt roads or just a really slippery on-ramp.
I did get the opportunity to try out the recuperative braking system downhill. Now, up to 0.3 Gs, while you're depressing the brake, it actually uses the electric motors to slow the car down and fill up the battery. After that, it's using the hydraulic system. Going downhill using the paddle shifters to adjust that recuperation is actually quite easy, and it refills the battery.
Getting that battery charged is the name of the game. Unfortunately, Audi doesn't have the final EPA range numbers. The much more lenient European test puts it at 248 miles. We are expecting over 200 miles, we're just not sure how much over that mark the e-Tron will go. Meanwhile, the electric SUV does support DC fast charging up to 150 kilowatts, so it's no slouch when it comes to recharging the battery. Like the range, we'll have a better idea how quickly it'll charge once we get those EPA numbers. The e-Tron is also crammed with the latest tech offerings from Audi, including the new Mmi System and updated driver's assistant. I'm still a fan of the Mmi, and I found the lane keep assistant in the e-Tron to be slightly better than in the A8. But that might be because the roads I was driving the e-Tron on were in way better shape than the roads I was driving the A8 on. Either way, it's a solid performer, keeping you centered in your lane. Audi also showed off tech that we won't get in the United States, the side cameras that replace the side mirrors. I only had the SUV for a day, but I just couldn't get used to the placement of the display of those cameras. Right now, I'm not a fan, but chances are they won't be coming to the US anytime soon, so it's a bit of a moot point. Still, the rest of the vehicle impresses, and being an EV is just icing on the cake.
All that adds up to not just an impressive Audi, but an impressive electric Audi that will be available in the United States in the second quarter of 2019.